I'm 3 minutes away. Can I make my way there, or is there enough space, or is there not enough space?
Yeah, plenty of space. There's just one other vehicle on the flat.
Copy that. Thanks, man. I'll be there in 3 minutes. All right, folks. Well, we're off to a great start. I mean, it's only really 15 minutes into drive, and we're already on Leadwood, and this is where we want to be. Like, yeah. What? All right. All right. Is it okay now, though? No, I will do. Is it okay now, though? Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. I hear there was some sort of trouble with the... It's this one, eh, Basil? No, it's not. Oh. I was hearing my own voice there. But I heard there was a bit of a glitch with the YouTube, so I'm just going to restart. Just going to say a very warm welcome to all our pack members this afternoon. Hello, Betty, Rosemary, Elsa, Becky, Carol, for sure, Ariana, Connie, Becky yesterday, Jennifer, Elsa. I hope I haven't missed anyone, but if I have, you know the drill. Shout at me. Let me know. Did I go past it? Basil, I swear I went past it. Oh, that's Earth Ranger. We don't want that. We want the map. You know, you'd think by now I know where Lodge Pan is. And of course I do. But, you know, I tend to get distracted because I can talk a lot. And whilst I'm talking, my brain struggles to process other things around me. So I'll casually drive past a right or left turn whilst engaging and then be like, oh, that was the road we were supposed to go on. But, folks, what I will be doing is I will be extending the drive by at least 15 minutes, just because of all of this trouble, the mishaps. Again, apologies from our side. We do really apologize. Sometimes, you know, technology gets the better of us, and technology sometimes works really well, sometimes, especially out in the bush of Africa, where there's already no Wi-Fi technically, you know, tends to give us a bit more trouble than usual. But there are big rain clouds coming in on to the south of us on the Rietspruit Mountains. So I'm hoping it holds off until this evening. It's actually blown over quite a bit. You should have seen the sky, I don't know what was it, like 2 hours ago? 2 to 3 hours ago, it looked like drive was going to be cancelled, folks. It was ridiculous. Oh, I see where I've gone wrong. We're coming around the back of Lodge Pan. Lodge Pan's actually just here. Here's that wooden deck I was speaking about. I don't know how I've done this, but I've done it. Yes, we still managed to get here nonetheless. And who knows, maybe there's lionesses drinking. I'd be interested to know where they go from here. Oh, there's a male lion. I swear they're called in lionesses. That's not a lioness. That'd be a male lion. I'm gonna go just in here, Basil. Oh, actually, I can get around in there. Just go very, very slowly. Don't want to really disturb Mr. and his lovely nap. Nice find, sir. Don't look at me like that.
I was getting my bail on Rietspruit.
Alrighty. Just go say thank you to the people who found them. How's it, guys? Nice find. Better than the elephants the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, epic find. You don't know where the females...
We were putting the jackals on top of it when they came down here.
Where have they gone? Because our viewers are dying to see them.
They were concert in the conferences what behind us at behind the reservoir. We couldn't find them, we couldn't relocate.
Do you have any suggestions, best road to check?
We were sketching.
Scat, oh, well, I suppose when a lion's walking to you, right? Alrighty, well thanks guys. I'm just gonna go park that side and then I'm gonna go look for said jackal pups. That sounds quite exciting. Cheers guys. Ooh, he is an impressive boy. Look at this. There we go, Basil. That should be good, eh? Oh, shame. He's getting disturbed by all the flies there. And of course, like I said, once again, technology glitches. My phone has completely frozen. I don't know why. You can hear this male lion panting. Andrew can't speak, apologies. You can hear this male lion panting heavily. How long were you talking? Betty, about 15 minutes, to be totally honest with you. So, yeah, that was kind of awkward, especially when I found out. Oh, Carol, you're too kind. But me, I know I talk way too much. I'll call Elon back to you so he can figure. Oh, Mary, I mean, if you've got his contact details, please tell him. There was a lioness in Hanno's garden earlier. I saw that as well, Carol. But I don't know where they are because they've moved off from Hanno's house. He said they've headed north. I just don't know exactly what road Hanno lives on. But regardless, pretty awesome. We get to spend some time with the boys. I originally thought it was 2 lionesses, but a male lion doesn't ever disappoint either. Shame he really is being bothered by those flies, eh? Oh, is it? To Bergview. Shot. Thanks, Lionel. Appreciate it. Alright, well there you go. We've got some tasks on our hands this afternoon, folks. Oh, obviously you see even the back male as well panting very heavily himself as well. And we know that big cats, especially your lions and your leopards, they don't really have normal sweat glands like ours. They do have sweat glands, but their sweat glands are in their paws. So that's why oftentimes you'll see male lions on their back with all 4 paws up in the sky, see if there's a bit of a breeze blowing to try and, you know, cool down. Because that's the reason we all sweat, to try and regulate and cool our body temperature. But these boys don't seem very lively, do they? They seem like their dreams are probably a lot better than the heat of the day. So I think they're gonna happily keep on sleeping for at least another hour or two, because it is cooking. Ooh, you smell that? Lion scat. I hope I haven't driven over it. I'll cry if I have. You don't want that smell following you around wherever you go. Becky, indeed, his cut looks a lot better. It's healed up quite well. Makes him look like a ferocious, fierce male lion that you don't want to mess with. Which, I mean, to be fair, I don't think anyone would want to mess with a big male lion such as these two boys. Sue, it is Basil, the wonderful wizard Basil on camera, and the whiz tech genius VM on final control. Ooh, Jennifer, I can't imagine it either. I would rather, I don't know what a good comparison is. I would rather deal with the heat of today than deal with a swarm of flies like that on his face. Oh my God, I was sitting at my computer being swarmed by flies even, it was so hot. Hi Brian, sorry about the link once again, but glad you could make it. But yeah, some very sleepy lions. But while we sit with these lions, I'm just having a look at my map here to see what will be the best. Lionel, you said north, eh? Okay. So north from there would probably be Cumbriatum. Okay. Oh, is it? And what would you say about looping around Concert Road? Because that's the road north of Bergview. Well, try and kill two birds with one stone, jackal and lions. That would be epic. Oh, seems like someone's coming to join. It is a Kevin Leo Smith and a Greer. Always good to see them. Shame they gave me a big smile the other day, which made my day. I was quite chuffed after that. Gave me a tap on the back and said, good job. I was like, yes, that's when you know. Sue, indeed, especially with the heat of today, I think there's big rain on the way. And it is slowly getting cloudier and cloudier. Like I mentioned earlier, 2 hours before drive, I didn't think drive was going to go ahead. It drizzled for I wouldn't even say a full minute, but the clouds and the wind, it felt as if I was standing in a hurricane. It was quite intense. Yeah, Becky, the flies are not great. So I don't know. Does peaceful sleep work for flies? I don't know. They seem to still find a way onto your body no matter what you do. Becky, still unfortunately no hyenas so far. I think the last time we saw the hyenas was on the western fence line with Brent. Him and I had an awesome sighting. The one hyena even laid down for us, and then we managed to follow them through the block for quite a bit. So that was a spectacular sighting. I can't recall how long ago it was, but nonetheless, superb sighting. But obviously, as you know, we don't really get to see hyena all too often. So when we do, we really try and take full advantage of that. I shall do so, Mary. Don't you stress. I shall do so. Oh, there's even a Dylan Leo Smith on the back of that car. Dylan actually came and dropped off Brent's puppy dog this afternoon. So we are now in the lovely presence of Chloe, and she is busy as usual, chasing all the rocks and all the monkeys. It's actually quite nice. Less of a worry about monkeys getting into the house now and stealing our bread. Because sure, the monkeys have been a nuisance lately, to be totally honest. Bessie, like I said earlier, we came to the lions because they had just been called in, and then we're going to go look for the dogs, and then we're also going to go look for the jackal pups. So I thought, you know, I'm not just going to spend a minute with the lions. I thought we could sit with them for a bit before we go for the dogs. Also, it's still extremely hot, so I don't even know how active the dogs are going to be. So we'll go and check shortly, I promise. Alrighty. With that and that being said, let's go look for the puppy dogs. He heard that and he was like, "Did you just say wild dogs?" Tasty. No, I'm joking. Yeah, Bessie, I'm not too sure what the plans are for the future of those dogs, but I will let you know as soon as I know. Thanks, guys. The fan club says hello.
Apparently you saw the cheetah female in cut.
No, I didn't see it. The camera saw it, and then.
When was that? But we need to know because I'm trying to catch the cut.
Oh, of course. At 6. Sorry.
Today?
Yeah, I completely went over my head. Apologies.
Please just let me know if you find it again.
Yeah, will do. Sweet. Cheers. Well, that was nice. They say hello back, the Leo Smiths. Even Dylan says hello. Now, on to the next task at hand. Locating said dogs. Before that, we have to go over Mount Everest. I nearly stalled. Ish. But yeah, like I said, I don't know exactly what the plan is yet for the dogs, but as soon as I know, I shall let you know. But regardless of that, hopefully we can pinpoint where these dogs are. Oh, I think I took the wrong road, but it's okay. We shall. There should be a a 2-track to our north coming up. Oh yeah, the lionesses walked up this road. Can't really say for sure how long, especially with the wind we had mid-afternoon. But definitely within the past 24 hours, that's for sure. Still just trying to keep an eye out for said 2-track. It's going to take us towards the fence line. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is it. Aha! I see a fence. Now, unfortunately, please bear with me, folks. As we know, those wild dogs have loved spending quite a bit of time that way. And what I would have liked to do, but that other male lion was blocking my route, was to go the other way around, and then at least that way you wouldn't have to look at the fence. So I'll see if I can cut into the block as soon as possible, and then hopefully we don't have to look at a fence anymore. Because I must admit, it doesn't make me look just as flattering as the rest of the beautiful bush does. If anything, it takes away. Not a lot, just a smidge, but it takes away, and we don't want that. We want to look as good as possible in the bush. Now, I actually haven't seen the dogs in quite some time, and something I realized today is I actually also haven't seen the elephants since I've been back. It's been almost 3.5 weeks. I haven't seen them. So that is definitely going to be a mission for the rest of the week, if our mission succeeds this evening, which I'm hoping it does. But like I said, I don't make any promises just because wild animals do what they want. If I could, I really would say to a leopard, please sit under this tree for me at 6 o'clock on the dot. But, I mean, it would make my job a lot easier. But like I said, always up for a challenge. And I suppose that's why I've started appreciating leopards almost 200% more. Because we only get to see them so frequently, like, you know, those sightings you do get, regardless of it being 10 seconds, 2 minutes, 10 minutes, or even just seeing a rosette before it's gone, you know. You've done well. You've done well. And I'm really slowly starting to also well, actually not slowly, very quickly beginning to appreciate the dogs a whole lot more, especially because I understand the dogs a bit better now. Like, I realize that, you know, if you're not watching that dog with 100% focus the whole time, you blink and that dog will be gone and it'll be in the bushes. It's kind of what happened on Monday. We got to where Kevin was watching them. We saw the back of Kevin's vehicle, and as we saw the back of Kevin's vehicle, Kevin called in on the radio, the dogs have moved north into the block. Visual has been lost. So that was heartbreaking. It's got me to the core, I won't lie. But it's okay, we've recouped, we've recovered. And now, today's the day we're going to get to see the dogs. Well, thankfully, we've also had no more snake visitors so far. I was actually saying to everyone at the house, you know, we're quite fortunate. I think the most venomous snake I've caught and had to move because it was a danger to people so far was a puff adder. And I mean, if you think about it, South Africa is home to some of the most venomous snakes in the world. You know, you think about a boomslang, you think about black mamba, Mozambique spitting cobra, you know. Those are the snakes you don't really want hanging around your house. And the fact that we haven't had to remove one yet, touch wood, I'm very grateful for. Oh, is it this one? Oh, this, folks, believe it or not, was the very first time I saw the dogs on Game Drive. Brent, believe it or not, was parked somewhere in here and called in the dogs, and I immediately made my way here. This was the very first time I was live and had the wild dogs. And they started running back south, and then they turned around, came north, and then they turned around, went south, and then they turned around and went north, and that continued for quite some time. It's crazy how when you drive past certain locations and like specific landmarks that you can't recall off the top of your head, but as soon as you drive past it, you're like, oh, I know this place. I saw this here. Like, I mean, I still go back to the Pilansberg occasionally, and I'll be on a road and be like, oh, I saw a leopard right here drinking, or, you know, whatever. I saw leopard hunting. But it's not even, you know, you just driving around and you realize you see like either a specific road that looks oddly familiar or a specific landmark like a signpost, a specific tree, maybe a tall leadwood. You never know, but I find it really does bring me joy when I do recall a sighting I've had before. Makes me want to have more sightings. I really wouldn't mind seeing the dogs at Leadwood Dam again with the hippos. Don't know if you recall, a couple of weeks back, myself and Gareth had the wild dogs interacting with the hippos. That was phenomenal. What were you? Were you just a squirrel? Gone. Blink of an eye and gone. Something small, either a mongoose or a squirrel or something along those lines just crossed the road. Too quick to say for sure. What a beautiful afternoon though. Now that the cloud with the sun, it's a bit more bearable. Sure, this afternoon was hot. I think, well, for those of you who are on the private, am I going the right way now? Is this the road that I always go along and then it's a dead end? Looks like it at the moment. There we go. My phone's upside down. But we still somehow managed to go the right way. Fabulous. Fabulous stuff, everybody. So we're getting close to now where the dog's collar pinged. But then again, bear in mind, it did ping 3 hours ago. So even though it's a lot more recent than when we tried on Monday, 3 hours is a long time. But considering this heat, you know, I don't think dogs would be moving. But as we know, animals go against the rules of everything when they want to. European bee eaters. No, you won't get them. Nah. Well, there we go. First migrant for the afternoon. Unfortunately, they were just too far away for Basil to put on camera. But migrant on the list. Check. I wouldn't mind going back to, I still need to take the FS7 and go film in slow-mo the pair of broad build rollers on our electrical lines near Hayes. All right, here we go, folks. We're nearly at the fence line. Crunch time. Basil, are your dog spotting eyes out? Hmm? Are they? All right. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Just get the collar ping again. Alrighty. They seem to love this northern corner. I don't know if they feel safe because, you know, all they have to worry about is what's coming to them from the south. But I mean, from either side here, they're kind of protected. So I don't know if it's due to the fact that there is the fence. I doubt it, but you never know. Never know. Okay, so they are a bit further down the road than I originally thought. If anything, it looks like the collar's pinged exactly where we drove past Kevin the last time. Hopefully it's not a repeat of round one. But I mean, sure, the bush is getting green, everybody. I mean, look at the colors coming through lately. Let's go into low range. I mean, it's not hectic off-roading here, but always good to just rather go into low range. Make sure you treat the car right, and the car should hopefully take care of you. Red-crested corehorn calling. I find that quite ironic, considering I posted a video of a red-crested corehorn today. Hold on, Basil. All right. So apparently they just through here. Watch your head, eh? Ow. Just put my antenna back up. That red-crested corehorn's going crazy at the moment. He's probably about to do his signature dive. I've still yet to see the red crest, because the last time it performed its flight for us, I ended up filming the sky because it flew directly over us, so I didn't even get to see the red crest. Oh, arm is taking a beating here. Am I good there? It says we should be pretty much on top of them. Don't see any dogs there. Carol, I did see that, and Kevin's also just told me about that as well. He said, "Why didn't you tell me?" I was like, "Oh, sorry, I'm worried about so many other things it slipped my mind completely. Like, you know, trying to do 20 things in a day is just not the dream. So it did completely slip my mind. I knew I was forgetting to do something today. Now we just got to interweave back to the road, unfortunately. It seems that they've moved off, so we'll check further down the fence line. Just watch yourself here. Just make sure my cameraman doesn't get hit. We're good? Good. I'm gonna go through here. No, we're not. We're gonna stick to that route. Just got whacked in the face by that tree. I don't know what it is. It seems like every drive I somehow get myself into a tree. Or get injured by a tree. Like I got slapped in the face on Monday. Yo, that nearly came back and hit us as well. All right, well, we're out of the worst of it. That's great. I've got a friend on my back here. Just before we drive over the fence there. Now we can get out of low range. Now, Jennifer, at the moment, I am actually not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure it's in the works. There hasn't really been a discussion about it as of yet, but I'm sure we will return it. Come on, doggos. I heard movement. Dogs are proving to be rather tricky as of late. It's not the dream, but I mean, like I said, they're wild animals, you know, they will move off. What do we do? What do we do? Oh my gosh. They're playing tricks on us. I'm gonna go back the way we came, folks, and just take it super slow as to hopefully not miss anything. Come on, doggos. So it says we've gone quite far past where they were. Sure, as you can see, it's getting rather thick, everybody. If we think finding dogs now is challenging, I don't want to even imagine what it's going to be like in a month or so. Also, off-roading is going to become a lot more difficult, a lot tougher. Come on, pups. It seems like the pups aren't ready for us after all yet. I mean, this is where the collar pinged. Where we stopped in this block is where the dogs had last pinged. Please leave me alone, flies, please. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down Hoodie's track and head toward Concert Road. So that's where those jackal pups were last seen, and Lionel had said he found them this afternoon. It wasn't this morning. So we'll go try for them and then we'll come back for the dogs. Hopefully they play ball. Maybe Kevin's going to come this way as well and be able to find them. But I don't want to just off-road to find them, if that makes sense. I don't want to be driving without purpose. Although there is purpose. What have you seen? I don't know. Absolutely nothing. You've seen us. You got distracted by us. Just go back a tiny bit. You don't see anything in the thicket here, eh? Oh well. Just keeping a watchful eye on us. Alrighty. So what we'll do, change of game plan. We'll head towards Concert Road, start sniffing that area, see if we can't come lucky with some jackal pups. And, you know, there potentially could be a lioness in the area as well. So, could get interesting this afternoon. But I mean, what a beautiful way to start off the drive with those two lovely male lions. Starting to get some character now with that big scar along the one's face. I can't tell you offhand if it's kinky tailed or Elvis. It's one of the two. I can tell you that much for sure. But I'm not 100% sure. I didn't really take a close enough look. Look at how thick and overgrown it is. Like, there's already full coverage here. This is mind-blowing. Incredible. And it's so gorgeous to see. All right. Just make sure we going the right way. So it seems like we're on the right track for now. We're going to take our next right and head towards Combriatum. Ow. Carol, I agree, and I really wouldn't mind seeing a rhino this afternoon. I thought I found a black rhino, but we couldn't put it on camera this morning. Basil and myself went out on a bit of a bumble. I'm 100% convinced it was a black rhino, because when I saw it, and then when I went back, it was gone. It was a big grey blob in the bush. But I don't want to say it definitely was one, because I could be wrong. It could be a lesser spotted death tree once again. Elvis has the scar. Thank you, Carol. There we go, everybody. Elvis is the one with the big new scar on his face. And Connie has confirmed it. It be Elvis. Oh. Hate it when I drive over a stick and it sounds like a pop. Just got PTSD of flat tires. I honestly don't feel like changing a tire right now, to be totally honest with all of you. But that being said, I feel like if we give those dogs another half an hour or so, and it cools down enough, you never know, they might go south along the fence line. I lie, west along the fence line towards Leadwood Dam, potentially. So we'll give them about half an hour or so. Sure, Leadwood is thick, folks. You can barely see into the brush. Lots of raisin bushes, guarries. Getting all rather thick. Thought I found leopard tracks. And they looked good until I realized they weren't good. They were very old. Alrighty, alrighty. Now I'm not sure where 401 is, because the houses on this new map Gareth sent to me don't have numbers. They're just these little black triangles. So, just gonna have to kind of go off gut feel. I mean, I can see why the lines have been hanging here as well. Nice and thick, lots of places for them to hide. I've started okay. So it'll definitely provide some advantages. Oddly quiet in terms of plains game on Leadwood though, so far. I mean, normally you can kind of rely on Leadwood for things like your impala, your zebra, your giraffe. Although we did get to see a giraffe. No complaints there. None at all. Oh, is that a lion track? Alrighty. Looks like we're going to have a rather pretty sunset if the clouds don't further develop. If they further develop, they're going to block the whole sunset. But there is a nice little gap on... Oh, there's a huge leopard tortoise. Third one of the day. Look, oh, okay, it's not as big as I originally thought it was, but it's still a rather large specimen compared to all the other ones we get to see. Just gonna stand out of the car and get rid of all the trees on my back from sure. But folks, I tell you, it's humid here. Look at that. If I go forward more, Basil, will you be able to get the head? Let's see. Tell me when. Stop. Look at that. What a beautiful specimen. The only species of tortoise known to be able to swim. However, they're not great swimmers, so if they're in water too long, they'll eventually exhaust themselves and, you know, the horrible thing that comes next, but they can and are able to swim. They move so elegantly, but if you think, you know, how fast do you folks reckon, here we go, quiz time. How fast do you folks reckon a leopard tortoise can move? This is going to be an interesting one. Does anyone know how fast a leopard tortoise can move? I mean, you saw him vanish, or her. I mean, if anything, I would say that that was a female, just due to the size. Like I mentioned on previous drives, the females get a lot bigger than the males. Females can weigh up to 40 kilograms, whereas males can weigh up to, I don't know, give or take 18 to 20. And like, that's not every male that grows to adulthood, you know, that's just like max type thing. She thinks we can't see her. She's like, hee hee, they can't see me. It's that little smirk on her face. It's so cute. Oh, like I said, folks, I'm really loving these reptiles being out. Basil and I this morning on our Bumble found a rock monitor foraging, which was really epic. But what was even better was a giant plated lizard. It's only like the 5th or 6th one I've ever seen on Rietspruit, so that was a real treat. And then I don't know in the distance there if Basil can show you those clouds where I suggested that there might be an awesome sunset. Okay, I'm going to just go into Google and put miles per hour to kilometers. All right, so okay, so Brian said 3. So Brian, you close. Not that fast. Not that fast. Let me just try something here quick. 0.5. So it's about 0.7 miles per hour. So according to said scientific calculator I've just used, a mile per hour is 1.6 kilometers, or 1.64.-2-pi. I can't remember all the numbers, but roughly along those lines, I'd say it's 0.7. So in kilometers, a tortoise can get up to 1 kilometer an hour. And if we think about it, you know, if we compare it to ourselves in a car, you know, obviously it's not that fast. 1 kilometer is pretty much this. This is 1 kilometer. Excessively speedy, right? No, I'm joking. Obviously for us it's slow. But if you think about it, a tortoise's legs are like yay big. And to cover a kilometer with legs that small, you know, you guys may disagree with me. I think it's quite impressive though. I know it doesn't sound too dramatically impressive, but regardless, I think it's quite impressive. Barbara, bang on the money, in kilometers per hour even. Congratulations, madam. That is indeed the correct answer. .-2-pi. Gots to, Mary. I'm not a mathematician. I've told you folks countless times we did not do very well in math. And I'm proud to say that. I feel like if I was good at math, I wouldn't have ended up in working in the bush. And you know, you don't have to be smart in math and science to make it in the world, you know. If you're smart at whatever you do, and you are persistent, and you are good enough, and you get into the top 10% of whatever it is your dream is, if you get into the top % of whatever your dream is, you will make it, and people will pay you for what you're worth. Hence why, you know, each and every day I'm trying to improve bit by bit, but it obviously takes time as well. It's not going to come like that. So it obviously takes a bit of time, a bit of practice, a bit of consistency, and probably the most important thing is discipline. I've tried to be rather disciplined this cycle and gym daily, but you know, when it's 8 o'clock in the morning and like 20 degrees, sorry, I'm hearing a bird whilst talking. Whilst 27 degrees, it's kind of hard to gym because you die after the second push-up. But you'll be tough to know we can now do a clap push-up. Very well done. Pat on the back for Andrew. But folks, this is Combressum, and this is where the lions were said to be hit. So keep an eye out for them. But this is also the road, apparently some of the jackals, what's the word, spread out to. Apparently the jackals went all over the place. So, yeah, we're going to do our best, but, ooh. Oops. Was that a lion track? It looked like a lion track for a second, but it turned out to be just tire tread. Sounds like a southern white-crowned shrike calling. I'm not the best at imitating bird calls. Like, I mean, I'm about to severely embarrass myself. But I'll try the woodland kingfisher. Just got to make sure the lips aren't dry. But like, this is where you can judge how good my calls are compared to what birds actually sound like. Please take it easy on me in the comments. But woodland kingfisher is like something like a... That actually wasn't too bad. I'll take that. I'm quite impressed with that. Anything that side? Nothing. Okay. Well, we'll keep on going. because this will actually take us towards Leadwood Dam, if I'm not mistaken. Now, if anything, lions, hot day, sleepy lions, who knows? Maybe Leadwood Dam to have a drink. I just hope the wild dogs don't have the same idea, but we'll keep trying for the dogs, folks. I'm not giving up hope yet. In the next 4 drives, no, we're not putting a number on it, because then it won't happen. In the next couple of drives, it sounds a bit better. In the next couple of drives, we will lay eyes and witness the beautiful puppy dogs of the Rietspruit. Today just might unfortunately not be that day, but I haven't said no yet. I haven't given up, so there's always hope. And you never know. Like I said, the collar pinged 3 hours ago. Meanwhile, they could be at Leadwood Gate. They could have been there for the past 2 hours and we'd have no idea, because the collar pinged back that way. Oh, oh wow, checks, he's got a growth, or she's got a growth under her chin there. Don't know if you see that lump-like thing towards her esophagus. Shame, man. Wonder what that is. Oh wow, oh wow. Have you ever witnessed a calm zebra on Rietspruit? I haven't until now. This is ridiculous. Super calm, super relaxed. I suppose the animals on Leadwood are a lot more used to vehicles because of the abundance of homeowners. Very jealous I'm not a homeowner on Leadwood. One day, one day. Good work, Andrew. Just don't get too swole. Mary, I'm the furthest thing from swole. That would be a compliment, but thank you. I mean, my belly's swole. Swollen. I can't get over how calm and relaxed these zebra are. Very healthy zebra as well. You can see that mane is upright. It looks like it's been blow dried. And that is one of the ways you can tell a healthy zebra from a not so healthy zebra. And we've got a giraffe who's coming to say hi now as well. And of course, as I say that, she's going to go right behind the bushes. She's just here. She was coming right here. She was coming straight here and coming straight for the vehicle. And then as I announced it, she just U-turned. But I mean, this, I can't get over how calm and relaxed these zebra are. Even with the vehicle on, they didn't panic. Quite miraculous. I think I'm going to sit here just for a minute, folks, and just take this in, because, like I said, how often do we get such a relaxed zebra next to the vehicle? And them being bulk grazers, I don't see them moving off anytime soon unless I spook them, so I think let's just appreciate them for a minute. I also just realized I forgot to send my mom the link. Shocking. Andrew, you naughty, naughty man. Sorry, Mom. Ooh, the flies are back. Alrighty. Sorry, guys. Don't want to spook you, but I do need to come past. But I mean, look at this. They're not even. I mean, zebras on. Okay, that one's playing ball now. Well, that was lovely. You guys must watch out though. There's lions somewhere around here, so I'd suggest moving off rather quickly. Don't want to catch the tail end of a lion, or the front end of a lion, should I say. Ooh. Sorry if you heard that. I apologize. Oh, did you hear it? Sorry, that's my bad. That wasn't just my neck clicking. Really awesome to have some really calm zebras though. Sorry, Basil. See, there's dog tracks now going that way. We've just come that way. So it could be old tracks as well. They don't look the freshest. They look quite windswept. And like I said, there was quite strong gusts of wind towards 2 o'clock this afternoon. But if I am correct, was there a road behind us that way? Oh no, it's still coming up. Oh, I see it. Still learning the outer roads of Leadwood. Like, I'm pretty good with Leadwood Drive and towards the houses and Fig Tree Forest and things like that. But this big view, Cumbriatum, the fence line, all the little slip roads and 2 tracks, still learning those. I don't spend nearly enough time on Leadwood, but I'm trying to. I mean, Sunday, Monday, and today we've been on Leadwood, so not bad, I don't think. But we definitely will, regardless where we end up on the reserve, on the next drive, I will be coming to Leadwood a lot more again. Look for cheetah mom and cub, dogs. Sorry. I don't know, I keep catching the back end of like a zebra hoof, a giraffe hoof with tire tread on top, and I'm like, oh, lion track, leopard track, dog track. And every time I look down at the ground and it's just a zebra or a giraffe. Not complaining that it's a zebra or giraffe, I'm complaining at the fact that I'm thinking it's something else. Completely my own fault there. Now folks, if you haven't yet, there is a private Zoom going ahead tomorrow afternoon at 5 p.m. So if you would like to join, email info@paintedDogTV right now, if you can. If you can't, it's understandable, but if you can, send us that invite. Or send us that email and we'll send you the link. I think that's a fair trade. A link for an email. Right, well, At Ledwood Dam now. Ooh, that was a bit of a big bump. Oh, okay, we'll go this way around, just so we don't get them on camera. There is a station here having a drink stop, folks, so I don't really want to put them on camera. Kind of defeats the whole point of the mountain range. But we do have our hippos, so I'm hoping we can get them on camera. Or we've got a hippo. Oh, is that an Egyptian gosling? Oh no, it's a spotted thickney. Sure, I got excited for a second. Oh, well, there's a second hippo. And I'm sure this was the third that just created ripples right by us here on the bank. What a beautiful scene there. Now, if Basil shows you the mountains, you will see that cloud cover that I briefly mentioned coming in. That doesn't look too friendly, folks. That looks like a bit of rain rolling in. Basu! Carol, it honestly wasn't a tease. I promise you, I legit thought I saw a gosling. And then that's why I immediately corrected myself. You know, I mean, next thing I'm going to do is say, hey, there's a leopard. But there's no leopard. No, I would never do that. You know, I wouldn't do it for a leopard, so I wouldn't do it for goslings, especially because I know how much you folks like the goslings. But that is really why I am hoping we can get these jackal pups this evening again. Well, not again, for the first time on a live. Have we ever put jackal pups on a live whilst Painted Dog was at Pridelands or throughout the years? Does anyone recollect if they've seen jackal pups on a live? Because I know when I cracked that serval on live, I was quite stoked because I knew no one had done it before. I felt quite powerful. Always nice to have many goals and dreams to check off the bucket list. Alrighty, lovely hippos. Look very sleepy, just like the lions did. Here's that spot, well, here's the pair of spotted thickneys I thought were the goslings on the bank on the right here. Is that mom, dad, and baby hippo? Becky, indeed it is. They're all cuddling one another, waiting for the sun to set so they can go forage. That is an epic shot, Basil. Look at the size of their eyeballs. Look at the size of the pupil on the right compared to the left. Just go more like that. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Bye, Carol. Always a pleasure. Take care. Good luck at work. And we'll see you tomorrow. Sure, they are Folks, I've been lying to you. I said this is a spotted thickney. This is not a spotted thickney. Andrew's being a silly Billy this afternoon once again, like he was when he sent you that picture of the wild dog instead of the giraffe. That, folks, is a water thickney. A water thickney is what it is. They look very similar, same build, same body structure. Spotted thickney just has spots on it instead of those striations. I mean, it's a gorgeous bird nonetheless. They stand, I mean, for a medium to small size bird, they stand quite tall off the ground. Their legs are rather long. And what's really amazing is how their eggs blend in with the soil. Let me actually see if I can find that on my app before I say that. I'm pretty positive the just double check before I tell you lies, because that's the last thing I want to do. Here you go, folks. So here's a picture of the eggs, and I just wanted to confirm before I said it, but I was telling you the truth. The eggs are so well camouflaged within the ground. If you do that, you can barely see them. But look at that. Camouflages in so well with the leaf litter. I don't know how safe a nest on the floor is, though. I know, plovers, please excuse the paint on my hands. Andrew was up to some shenanigans earlier. You shall all find out in due course from what, but Andrew was up to some busy things today. I think it's been non-stop go since, what time did we go out? 6. 20 to 6. No, since 20 to 6, it's been go. So, I'm not gonna lie, I'm rather excited to go to bed tonight. But I'm really hoping I can go to bed with the thought of seeing jackal pups in my head, which is where we are headed now. Are you okay? I just sent Basil into the camera and I nearly sent my forehead into the... Okay, hold on, this one's also gonna... They need to fix this. It's quite steep. I nearly sent my forehead into the steering wheel, so... I also felt it, don't stress, but I'm sure Basil felt it worse than I did, that's for sure. On camera, on that elevated level, you tend to feel each bump a bit more intensely than you do on this bottom layer. Alrighty, which is the road that we need to take to see said jackal pups. This just gave me the fright of my life, this stick. It was somehow lodged onto the top of the clutch, and as I put the clutch in, it dropped, and I nearly had a full-blown panic attack there. I'm really glad I didn't, because it would have been on permanent camera records. They would have... Oh my gosh, we are completely and utterly surrounded by giraffe. Oh my gosh, there's a giraffe baby. Look at that, folks. Oh, of course, you go behind Mom. Very camera shy. But there are 2 giraffes here necking in the road as well, or pretend necking. Younger males tend to neck one another to practice for when they actually are fighting for dominance. It's nothing unusual that we haven't seen before. Always really cool to watch, though. I'm completely surrounded by giraffes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 giraffes in the vicinity of maybe, well, a circumference of 200 meters. That is ridiculous. That baby giraffe's just poking out behind mom. Let's see if I keep quiet, if it will emerge. Still playing hide and seek. Becky, indeed we do have some really wonderful species of birds, and I really would love for you to get to see them all. So hopefully one day I will see you in South Africa and we can go birding together. That would be epic. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, agreed, folks. The baby giraffes are just something else. They really are just a sight for sore eyes. I'm just going to sit here in silence for a minute and actually appreciate these giraffes. This baby giraffe is rather cute, so don't want to push them further into the bush. So I'm just going to sit here for a minute in silence and just appreciate it. It's just so cute. Honestly, it reminds me of those stuffed teddy bears that are for sale in the Kruger Park. They've got these life-size baby giraffes, which stand about 1 meter tall, almost to a T how big a giraffe is when it's born. But it just looks like a plushy toy, like a plush stuffed animal toy. Meanwhile, they're living. I find them one of the cutest, most spectacular animals to watch in the wild. Baby giraffes, just something else, hey? Munching away. Alrighty, folks, with this cloud cover, we're losing light quite quickly. And I do want to attempt those jackal pups. I do want to see if we can't get lucky enough to actually just lay eyes on them. I mean, photos-wise, we're not going to do the greatest because there's not much light left. But, sorry guys, I don't mean to move you off the road. they're still so calm and relaxed with the vehicles. I mean, these two are still necking. Look at that. That's why I'm just going slowly, nice and steady, so we don't spook them either. Because we don't want them to get to vehicles used to that just flying past, because that'll completely break the whole habituation process. I'm just going to keep quiet as we go past here. Sorry, lovelies. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Absolutely epic afternoon so far. So many giraffe. I counted 15 giraffe in that little vicinity we were in. Can't imagine how many more giraffe we got. I know there's a lot. We're very fortunate with the giraffe population we have here on the Rietspruit. We've got a rather high density of giraffe, and I definitely don't think anyone is complaining. Always lovely to see. Always lovely to see a horse camel in the wild. Right. Apologies about the corrugation, folks, with the wind and the rain lately and consistent people driving up and down the roads. They're bound to deteriorate eventually. Shouldn't last too long though. Oh, Jennifer agreed. Playing hide and seek, eh? So cute. So cute. Jennifer, how tall? I'd say not much more, maybe a meter, 1.2, 1.4. Definitely like pushing maybe a meter and a half. Not much taller than that. But then again, if you think about it, when a giraffe is born, there's already 1 meter tall, which is actually mind-blowing. Now, when they're born, they obviously have a fall to the ground. Quite a high fall to the ground, considering, you know, they're twice the size. Think of an impala lamb falling compared to a giraffe baby falling. You know, they've got just that much more distance to go. So that's why when a giraffe is born, their ossicones are not fused to their head. If anything, they're loose. They're loose. All right. Before I carry on with what I was saying, I was on loose. I just want to make sure we are going Concert Road. That's the one we want to be on. Indeed. What was I saying? Oh, they're not fused. So, as they grow and as they mature, they slowly start to solidify to the skull. And then at around 1 year of age, they are properly fused to the skull. Now, as much as I'm hoping for jackal pups, I also really wouldn't mind putting the first chameleon of the season on camera as well. But at the moment, I'm just looking for eye shine close to the ground. These jackals are not very tall, so they will be quite low down to the ground. And we're just looking for that reflective eye shine back. If anything, it's going to stand out like a sore thumb. It's almost as if someone is shining a mirror. Oh. There's a Kevin Greer again. Never mind, it's not. How's it, guys? Yeah, you guys doing good? You've seen the... Still? Oh, no, I had a feeling. I'm considering going flat very soon myself.
There's a rhino car coming towards us.
Is it? And any sign of the jackals? Been trying. Sunday, Monday, and today. I've been on Leadwood looking. One day, when they're big jackals, I'll see them. Cheers, guys. All right, well, no one else has found the jackals so far, so we've got our work cut out for us, folks. But we do have a brighter torch than most people, so my hopes are still high. Hopes are still high. However, there is... Oh, it's a pity Carol's just gone to work and for work duty calls, eh? Shame. I know she just said she's very interested in rhino, and they've just said there's a rhino cow and calf headed towards Leadwood Lodge Pan. So we'll slowly work our way back towards that direction, because you never know. We don't know if it's cow 22 and her small calf, or if it's No Hope and almost semi-mature calf. So we'll just play that by ear and see. But I mean, you know, like I said, we've been trying for these jackal, we've been trying for the dogs, and you know, try. If you don't succeed, try again. So folks, we will definitely be trying again. I cannot stress that enough. Come on, jackal pups, where are you? Surely you would think jackal pups, baby jackals, would be quite playful and running all over the place and just have that excitement, kind of like a lion cub does when it's first born and when they start playing with one another. But I don't know if the jackal pups are going to be out tonight either, because I'm just considering now what Lionel said to me while we were at Lodge Pan. He said the jackals were there, and then they saw the lions and hightailed it, essentially. So I don't know if they might stay underground tonight, just for that very reason. But we're coming up to that spot that I thought potentially they may be denning at. So who knows? Imagine a jackal head is just poking out of the burrow. That would be the dream. The dream indeed. Probably should actually lower my voice tone. Don't want to be making sounds that might spook anything off. Now, jackal tracks, actually a good way to remember jackal track is you can actually draw an X. There's a big space in the middle of their paw. You can actually draw an X through the track, and it almost looks as if it's like kind of like a Christmas tree. As soon as I find a jackal track on some of these next drives, I will show you what I mean. But that's one of the main ways I remember what a jackal track looks like. Remember the Christmas tree, and I mean, it seems kind of fitting now that Christmas is not even 31 days away. It's actually quite petrifying, to be totally honest, the fact that Christmas is so close. Come on, jackals, be kind to us. I've got lovely people who want to meet you for the first time. I also particularly would like to meet you for the first time. So if you could show yourselves, it'd be great. All right, well, we've gone past that spot where we thought the den might be. Saw no eye shine whatsoever. No alarm calls, no nothing basically. So this is our last shot for the jackal pups, essentially. This is Lodge Pan Road again. This is going to take us back towards Lodge Pan. But we'll go there and see if we can't find that rhino cow and calf. And who knows, there might be an altercation between them and the lions. Because apparently those lions are still very, very sleepy. Oh, it's impala. I got so stoked. It's like we've done it. Just a rather large herd of impala. There's a fiery neck nightjar calling off in the distance there. Who knows, maybe we might come across one in the road that we can stop and admire. Copy. Oh, speaking of nightjar, one just flew off underneath me. See, this I would reckon would be a good place for jackals. It's not too thick. There's nooks and crannies for them to run through. There's a bit of open patches, especially as playful pups. I wonder where else they would be. Are there any stations still at Lodge Pan? Copy that, Kevin. Apparently there's a rhino, cow and calf making their way towards Lodge Pan as well. Have you got a visual of them yet?
But we're told they were not in hurry.
Copy, thanks. I'm going to bypass Lodge Pan. I didn't hear what he just said. Oopsie. That looks like a car, so let's just turn these off so we don't blind anyone. What is that? See the eyes there? Basil, that looks... Oh, it's a daker. I just saw the eyes and then the pointy ears and I was like, yo, that's a jackal pup. Well, unfortunately, no jackal pups this evening so far. What would be really cool is if they could move onto Lowbunk. That'd be quite cool. But yeah, no luck whatsoever. Just gonna keep my torch off for now, because I don't want to come around the corner and... Okay. I'm gonna go that way. Seems like there's a bit of a traffic jam and we've seen sleeping lions once already today, so go see if we can loop around the other side and catch a glimpse of said rhino, cow and calf, why don't we? Oh my gosh, there's a cicada in my pants. I don't know if you can hear it. Please turn the camera a second, bro. I gotta put my hands in my pants. Alright, it popped out. Right, it's gone, apparently. Sure. Sorry about that, folks. Should have put a PG warning on this drive. Literally flew into my shorts. That's a first. I can't say I've had that before. Oh, he's back. Seems to be following the light. Sorry for confusing you, little one. Now, like I said, as much as we are all desperate to see said jackal pups, I also wouldn't mind seeing the first chameleon of the season. I have one. Oh, what is that?
Single lioness along the south coast and
You see that? What is it though? I have absolutely no idea. I will have a look at this footage, folks, and get back to you. It looks like an eastern olive toad, to be totally honest with you, if I'm going off of gut. But I don't want to lie to you, say it's one thing and then it's another. So please bear with me. I will tell you the species of the frog on the next drive. But me and amphibians, we're not the greatest. You know, give me a reptile, I'll tell you what it is on the spot. But frogs, unfortunately, aren't my forte, and now I don't want to drive over, go off the road. Is he off? Go off the road. Oh, he's moving with oomph. All righty. Oh, there's impalalas. Kaya vehicle. I love FAG, inhaling everyone else's dust, you know. Get those excessive minerals that I don't get from my day-to-day diet, and adds a bit of a texture, a bit of a crunch as well. No, I'm joking. I highly don't recommend inhaling dust, folks. It's not pleasant. As you can see, all the dust flowing through my flashlight. Look at that. Wow. It's a lot of dust. Come on, chameleons. Little jackal pups. Oh, this is the time of drive where I'll turn to, whilst I'm on camera, I will say to Gareth or Victoria, Tola and Ingwe. And you know, I think that's embroidered in my brain. I don't need to say it anymore. I'm just like, okay, now's the time. Now it's time. I am apparently. What is that? Oh, it's a porcupine. Porcupine. Sick. That's amazing. Oh, of course, as you do that, it's gone. Ready to go now. Of course he's gone and done that. There we go, porcupine. Porcupine, porcupine, porcupine. How awesome is that, everyone? Little porcupine. That's as bright as it goes. Oh, it's a funny torch, this. Gone. All right, all right, all right. Who has any suggestions as to what we are going to witness next? So, I'm just going this way real quick. There's a barren. Don't see anything there. Where's Silo's track? There's a Doobie track, Concert Link, Mvovu Trail. I don't know where Silo's track is. Isn't the greatest update for me, that is. But I thought it would have been along here somewhere. Because that is the Raptors fence line, but no worries. How cool is that porcupine? Really, really see. Who knows? Maybe we come across some other nocturnal critters. Honey badger. White-tailed mongoose. Janet, civets. The whole shebang. Who knows? Chameleons. You know, now actually, believe it or not, is a great time to actually, I know everyone doesn't like their snakes, and Andrew's the only one that likes snakes, but now's a great time to actually look for snakes. So, like you look for a chameleon, and how a chameleon shines back at you, a snake's underbelly, the scales on the underbelly also, believe it or not, shine back at you, which is another useful trick if you're ever looking for snakes. I personally have never seen it with my own eyes, so I feel like that's why I still struggle with seeing the snake underbelly, but chameleons we got down to a T, so just got to wait for them to be more in abundance, because at the moment there's so few out, regardless of 45. I'm not one in every single tree. How many species of chameleon are there in Southern Africa? Trick question. Don't overthink it, folks. I'm not cruel. I won't ask impossible questions. But how many species? Ariana, I know you know the answer to this. You can't answer this. Sorry to say. I know you know the answer to this. So that is the only reason I'm putting that out there. We're going through the river. Oh, there is big lightning on the horizon, folks. Oh. What, name it? Poole. Dude, get out of my car. Oh no, he's under my seat now. He's going to be trapped. It's okay. As soon as we go off air, I will make sure he is rescued. Poor Carter getting tricked by... No, okay, I can't. Andrew's going to lose his mind. The ADHD will get to me. It's like small sounds that are continuous. It's like someone banging their foot on a desk or something. Drives me up the wall. But I also just want to make sure he gets back into the boat. Of course, now you've gotten completely silent or out of the vehicle already. Seems to have vanished. Well, it's good news for both of us, him and me. Now, to the riverbed. Dude. No. Don't fly back in here. I don't know if you heard him, but he literally just started going bzz, 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 bzz.
People seeing the single lioness, an ascendant along a southwest fence line.
One day we'll get a leopard coming up here, folks. One day. Mark my words. If I have to literally camp there, I will. If I get to go ahead from Brent to sleep in that riverbed until I get a leopard, I will happily do so. I will literally be there until I get that shot. Oh, it's a dream. Dream of mine. Leopard walking down the riverbed. My gosh. Can you imagine? Fulfilled. Be over the moon. Totally honest with you. Nonetheless, I mean, I know, yes, the plan was to find jackal pups and the wild dogs, but at the same time, I think we've had a pretty awesome afternoon out in the bush. Those chillaxed, relaxed zebras, a giraffe, the lions. It's been a good day. The impalas, porcupine. You know, I think we're doing okay. It's a pity that we didn't manage to find them today, but like I said, I haven't given up, folks. I might take a break from Leadwood in the next drive, but the following drive after that, we'll head straight back there. But you never know. If the jackals get called in whilst I'm on the next drive, we will definitely headway and head direction. But I really would also like to catch up with the elephants at a stage if I can. Haven't seen them in a hot minute, so it'd be quite nice to catch up with them. Sure, folks, I kid you not, the sun's gone down, but it's still a whopping like 30 degrees or something ridiculous. It's not even funny how hot it is. I'll tell you how hot it is right now. Porcupine! Baby porcupine! There's 3 porcupines! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh, my soul! Did you see the baby? Oh no, of course they've vanished. Did you manage to get it on camera? Oh my gosh. Are you serious? see if we can hear. Come on, porcupinos. Where's my porcupet? Copy. I'm not actually calling the porcupine my pet, folks. A baby porcupine is what's known as a porcupet, so that's me just being endearing to the porcupine. Let's just loop around here real quick. Oh my gosh, that was like a baby porcupine. Is this a road? I don't think so. I'm gonna make one. Alrighty there. Oh, so unfortunate. Murphy's Law wasn't on camera, and I was so ecstatic about it. Am I good? Can I come back? Just watch that. That's an old phone. Alrighty, everybody. I hope you guys have had an enjoyable time, and that I am sorry we didn't manage to get to see the. Well, I'm not sorry because, you know, it happens. They're wild animals, but I do feel the sadness that comes with not finding them, if you will. However, that being said, like I said, I have not given up. I am still determined as ever, if not now more than ever. And we shall see you again on Friday afternoon. But to those of you on the public channel, I'm on the road. Hey, that makes sense. To those of you on the public channel, I bid you a farewell, and to our pack members, I hope you stay safe, have a fabulous day, and we will see you all on Friday. Bye for now, everybody. Mm.